kitty hype. flats.
Oh, baby. Whew. My butthole hurting. Ah, shit. That was a bad time. Hello, Raiders. Hello. You didn't hear anything. I didn't say a word. That wasn't me. That was fake. Scorch, you think 2 months. Q-Test, thank you the Prime. Basakura, thank you the 3 months. Cold Creature, thank you the Prime. Deli Matters, thank you the Prime. Carq, thank you the big raid. Hello, welcome on in. Hope y'all have been
It's
good.
been 9 months. Subscribe to my favorite streamer. When are we going to see God of Boy again? And question, do you
I
have
just
any
realized.
tips for a first-time flyer?
Hold on, first time flyer? Oh, Jesus, fucking hold on for dear life. You're gonna hate it. Hold on one sec. I left my water bottle in the bathroom. I'm back. Ah. Stop chatting, chatters. What's going on? Okay, I'm here though. What's up? Whew. Load up this. Load up this.
Thank God we're not stuck watching Kark throw anymore.
Was he
Women
throwing
holding
games?
hands emoji.
Thanks, Nicole. Appreciate the 7 months. Kark, were you throwing games? Oh, he's gone. He instantly left. I know it. I messaged him when I woke up because I didn't tell him I was gonna do Overwatch today. I thought he was just gonna get off, and he messaged me. He was like, "When are you gonna be on?" I'm still holding the torch, and I was like, "Brother, I didn't plan on getting back on. Hello?" And then I was like, "Okay, all right, I'm coming. I'll come take it." And he was like, "No, I'm good for a couple more hours." I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right, well, have fun. I'm gonna take my time then." And then I got a message about like 20 minutes ago. He goes, "How much longer? Please come save me. I'm dying." And I was like, all right, I'm going back. That's funny. So, Young's voice was shot. He joined at 8 a.m. on autopilot. What do you mean he joined in at 8 a.m. on autopilot? He got on? Mooseman, thank you 3 months. No, he didn't get on today. There's no way. Oh, he woke up and joined voice chat. Wait, was he still in my server last night? Is that what it was? Sort of raid. Oh, did they fix all the stuff? I have to clear these every single time I get in. It's kind of annoying. Did I miss one? And this one. There's another one. JK, no there isn't. It's just trolling me. Alright, sounds good. Talon pass completed! Time to join Overwatch, because I got all my rewards, right? I got all the additional rewards.
Hello. Flats high.
Yeah, the loot boxes, I already got them, though. That's not additional, is it? You get even more? Wait, what? You can get even more? Really? Don't let Winton down. Dude, fuck Winton. Winton would never give me a bunch of loot boxes like this. He wanted me to support Sojourn. Fuck that. Fuck that. Stupid monkey. I'm gonna take them loot boxes straight to the bank. Straight to the fucking bank. Okay. Yo, here's the plan for today. Let me mute alerts. Chat! It's been a bit. Hold on. It's been a bit since I did one of these. Crap, I dropped you a message in there. I don't know if you've got one. By chance. But guys, it's been a very long time since we did one of these, huh? It's been a long time since we did one of these.
You don't know when to quit.
The classic El Clasico. It's been a while. Guys, for those who don't know, I played a lot of Overwatch this week. A lot of Overwatch. I think I played like Saturday, Sunday of last week before the new season. And Monday. I played about 4 to 6 hours each day. And since the update has hit, I have played every single day for about 12 hours a day. So much so that I'm actually about to be done with the battle pass. It's Monday morning. I have not played Overwatch consistently since Stadium. When Stadium came out, I think I played pretty consistently for about 2-ish months. And then after that, I got bored. I started doing different stuff. Tier list time? We're gonna do a tier list in a little bit. I am gonna do one. But that's mostly just gonna be for fun. And like, because people keep begging me for one, and I gotta give a million confidential or disclaimers. Like, this is mostly for just the memes. Instead, I'm gonna tell you what it's like coming back to Overwatch after the last 6 months for its biggest drop of content, I would argue, in history. I think it's bigger than the Overwatch 2 drop. What's good? What's bad? What I'd like to see change in the future. Let's start with the goods. There's a lot of them. First off, they dropped 5 new heroes. The 5 being Domino, Emery, Onrun, Jetpack Cat, who is by far my favorite and I think the internet's favorite, and Mizuki. Low-key, I've grown to disdain Mizuki players over the last week for various reasons. But that's not part of the goods, so I will leave that one alone. That said, though, I hope this is a bit of an eye-opener to the Overwatch purists that have been bitching and complaining for the last, God knows, at least year, that they don't want more heroes and they want things slower and they don't want more updates and they don't want more content and they don't want blah, 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 blah. You literally want your game to fail because you're miserable. This is the first biggest content update they've ever dropped, and it's more than doubled their player base on every single platform. Steam this morning, I'm gonna go take a look. It's probably still holding strong. And everybody knows that Steam is not the majority for players. However, I would argue that there's probably a lot of the newer players on Steam, because if you're a PC gamer, you always want to use Steam. Legacy players like myself, you can see I'm actually currently signed into it, use Battle.net. So a lot of the legacy players probably are using Battle.net, but I would argue there's probably a lot of newer players that if they're giving Overwatch a chance are probably playing on Steam. And since the update dropped on Tuesday, where it peaked out at 164,000 players, it's actually managed to maintain over 100k the entire way through. And actually the lowest it's dropped is today, and it's still climbing. It's still holding about 120, give or take, every single day. Actually, yesterday's peak was 122,000, higher than Saturday, higher than Friday, higher than Thursday. I don't know if it's higher. Yeah, higher than Wednesday. So it actually peaked out yesterday, last night, higher than it did any other time the rest of this week. So, let's that be established. More content is good for your game. It means more people are going to play it, which means the game is more healthy. The game is more healthy means the queue times are faster, meaning more people play the game. Perfect balance is unachievable. We've been arguing about it in Rivals for so goddamn long. You got on for the first time in 2 years? Damn, that's a long time. We've been arguing about it in Rivals for forever. For those who don't know, Rivals isn't really very a competitive game, but it is competitive. It has competitive aspects. But I would say it's more casual focused. And I'm not saying Overwatch should be more casual focused. I'm not saying that at all. I think actually its biggest draw is being a more competitive game. Because if you want to be a more casual experience, you play Rivals. That said, though, you're never going to get perfect balance. And also, the competitive players of your game, and this is a true equivalent to Rivals as well, are the biggest bitches on the planet. All right, they don't want good for you. They want selfishness. And what I mean by that is they will tear you apart because you didn't nerf Sojourn's damage by 1 in the previous patch. They will tear you apart. They do not want the best for you. They fucking hate you. They hate your company. They hate your game. They just, because they play it every single day, 12 hours a day, and they don't know anything else. That said, I'm not saying you shouldn't try to achieve competitive balance, but it's unattainable. So realize that playing new things is introducing new content is good. Other pieces of new content. They introduced that new faction system, which is this right here, where you get to choose a side in the beginning. Actually, funny enough, that's something I asked for out of Rivals. And they haven't done it yet, but hopefully they do. And basically, you get to do these daily and weekly rewards, and you get at the beginning like some loot boxes, a title, a name card, and then once you complete it, you get more loot boxes. I'm on the 3rd round, so I'm actually getting a legendary loot box at the end. And these are really cool rewards just for playing the game. And you can see over here on the right side, like 55% of players have chosen Talon, 44% have chosen Overwatch. And I think once you get to like all the way through, if you get all the rewards here, you could just go to the other side and get all the rewards over here as well. They've also implemented a lot of the story stuff into the game, and it's a lot more prevalent. So you have like a lot of the comics in here, which granted the comics are probably not for me. I like the actual cinematics, but they actually ended up doing that. They ended up doing an actual full scale, actually regular high quality Overwatch cinematic on the launch, which was another pretty damn good idea. The skins also look pretty good for the season. You have the Jetpack Cat, which I should have bought by now, but I haven't, just because I just am stupid. And then they also had the whole Hello Kitty collab, which hit, and I've seen literally every single player who has playing one of these characters has the skin on, and I'm tired of hearing fucking Lucio say Caro, Caro, Caro beat over and over. But obviously it's generated a lot of excitement, and a lot of people are jumping back in. So how many hours would I be in if I played every day for the last 6 days, 12 plus hours? 12 times 6, 72, plus like the how many? 4, 8. So let's just make it easy. Let's say I've played about 80 hours of Overwatch this week. Between OWCS, between like the week before, like those couple days before the new season starts, 85-ish hours. And I can say I haven't had a lot of fun. However, though, it's it's just Overwatch at the end of the day. It doesn't feel any different. The new heroes definitely breathe some life, but it still feels like the same Overwatch 2 that it did beforehand. And for some people, that's good. I think for these two roles specifically, that's DPS and support, it's actually phenomenal. And anytime I queue up on these roles, I'm almost guaranteed in for a good time. I don't like support as much, personally, but I know support is really loved in this game. However, the big tank role over there on the left still feels kind of butt. And I'm currently in the shit-low ranks of, like, high masters. And unfortunately, your ability to win games in that is actually kind of funny, because you get inverse value by just hard targeting the tank, whether by counter swapping the tank or just trying to just shoot him the entire time and doing nothing else. It's brainless, it's skillless, and it's actually just infuriating. The amount of games I've had where I'm starting to absolutely roll, and then they hard counter swap 4 things, and then they don't shoot anybody else the rest of the round is just stupid. Because I am required to basically play slow, play corners, play whatever. But I've now lost my carry potential. It's gone. It's out the window. I'm now more of an enabling role. I'm more in a supportive role to try to keep things alive. Or I'm swapping myself, but then obviously losing ult charge, losing perks, whatever it might be. And it just feels dog shit. And as good as this update feels, and as great as the game has felt coming back, I genuinely don't think I could ever see myself playing this game full-time again with its current format. I just can't. It's just ass. And for those who are now going, oh my god, what about 6v6? Haha, I did play 6v6 as well. But something's missing there. Something's missing. It doesn't feel right. It's probably the roll queue missing, to be honest with you. The open queue feels bad. I had a game where I played against quad support. We won, but I was like, dude, am I looking at quad support? I just left rivals. What the fuck are we doing over here? Quad support? And they almost won. And it just feels kind of blech, is the best way of describing it, right? Like, unless you have that 2-2-2, which a lot of times you're actually not even getting in open queue, 6v6, it just doesn't feel that great. And I understand that you can't get roll queue 6v6 because the queue times are so long, which is actually the other answer what I was going to tell you. The reason why I haven't played a whole lot of 6v6 is the queues are abnormally long. They're absurd. Like, they're absurdly long. And I thought it was just me, and then I turned on like Aspen and Frogger playing 6v6 queue, and I saw like an hour and 20-minute timer, and I'm like, okay, glad it's not just me. The queues are super long, and it's clearly not balanced for the main game mode, so it's just kind of, you know, it is what it is. Like, it's there. It's like a little sprinkle of like something to change up and something to do, which is great if you're someone who likes to play Overwatch all day, because then you can play Stadium, you can play 6v6, you can play 5v5, you can play Mystery Heroes, you can play all these other things. There's ways to keep you into the game, but it's still at the core end of the day, not Overwatch that I remembered. You know, it's always missing a little something, even though I understand why it exists. And I really do understand why it exists, which is why I've always said, for the game's health, it does need to say 5v5, because roll queue is the way this game is played, and it's the way this game will continue to be played. Open queue just doesn't feel good in Overwatch that much. It actually feels much better in Rivals, but I think that's because supports are much stronger. And healing and sustain is much stronger, weirdly enough. I know that doesn't make sense to you, but as someone who's been playing a lot of both games, it makes sense in my head, and hopefully you'll at least just take that with a grain of salt. That said, though, I think outside of the tank role, game's phenomenal. It's really fun. But as a new player, would I tell you to come play it? I don't know. I've had so many people playing, like a lot of my like Rivals viewers that come in like, hey, I've never played Overwatch. Should I play it? Should I try it? And I always tell them, like, yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Nothing wrong with giving it a shot. Give it a shot. If you like it, then play it. If you don't like it, then don't play it. And I don't think I've had many come back that tell me that they've genuinely loved it. I think it's really hard. I think it's borderline impossible to get into. The skill ceiling, or the skill floor, is just raised up so high. And they don't have any grace. There's not really a way to learn in this game. It's not even possible. Hell, me just streaming it for the last few days has been miserable. So, like, every once in a while, for example, on Valentine's Day, me and Shay, my girlfriend, and CarQ and his wife Kat played some quick play 6v6, and I'm running around on Vendetta, And I have literally more people than I could fucking count to you that are hard spamming. We're throwing the game in quick play. We're spamming swap, do this, do that. First off, it was my like first time really playing Vendetta, and I didn't care. I was playing quick play. But like, we're talking, this went on relentlessly. We're talking 10 plus messages a minute for about 2 hours straight. No matter how many times you say it's quick play, it's whatever. Some guy came in arguing that you guys are throwing quick play games. You should be playing versus arcade. You should be playing in the... I hand to God, they said that we should be playing in the practice range, and they were dead serious. And you think that I wasn't? They went back to Emonk's chat to then talk about why I was flaming them. Hand to God, they were dead serious. They did come back and apologize later, so I said, you know, it is what it is. However, though, I don't think they actually like thought differently. I think they just apologized for the way they came off, which I think takes a lot of credit to also do. You say one guide, but it's not one guide. I promise you. When I play Rivals, I don't deal with any of that. Like, it's really not. It really ain't that serious. Like, you get one here and there. That's a one guy. It's not one guy. It's all over the place. And I'm not sure where the whole narrative really started. I even bought into it of, like, Overwatch is less toxic than Rivals. I know Rivals was awful when the game came out. I ain't gonna disagree with you. But Overwatch ain't no better. I think Overwatch and Rivals are two sides of the same coin arguing about who's worth more. Because every game I've played the last 80 hours of gameplay, I am not joking, I had one game with a positive interaction. The other 85 to 80% were silent. The other 19 to 15% were aggressively, passive-aggressively typing or someone crashing out. For example, I had a game where some guy had a horrible nano, and he was like, oh shit, I thought you were doing this, and I was like, oh whatever, no worries. And then the next like 2 or 3 fights later on the next swap, I turned a peel for this guy because he's not paying attention for something, and he starts crashing out like, why are we giving up so much space? What are we giving? And I killed like the Kiri that's on him. There's a Kiri flanking, and I'm like, brother, there's a Kiri on you. You didn't even turn. You're scoped in, looking forward. Like, I just saved you. Relax, we're gonna win. And then he goes, I know she's there. I calmed it. And I'm like, no, you didn't. Like, what'd you say to the voices in your head? You didn't say a word. And then their duo goes, yeah, no, I heard him. And I go, yeah, I know your two are duo. I'm not stupid. Like, I know that. But, like, you said it in Discord, not voice chat. So then they left the voice, started typing at us like we were shit, and ran it down mid. All right, sure, man, I guess. And now you could argue it's partly the update. It probably actually is. But I think the only thing that keeps people from doing that in Overwatch is genuinely just the report system and how strong it is. For those who don't know, the Overwatch report system is extremely aggressive and will ban you for like anything. So that's why people don't say anything. That said, though, the point I was trying to make originally is it's really fucking hard to get into this game as a new player. And people were trying to justify it, like League of Legends is a hard competitive game to get into. Like, yeah, shit, no, everyone knows that. Do you really want your game to be like a League of Legends? I don't know. That said, though, I don't know how a dev fixes that. I don't know how anyone fixes that. How do you give potentially all these new players good grace to like get into your game? Not everyone is shit. Like, first off, everyone acts in the game like they're GM top 500. You're not. We both know you're not. You might have had an inflated ranked season where you got to like Masters or something and you might be the best thing of all time. But like, regardless though, I don't know what it is. It just seems to be a universal experience where most people just either have silent games, or if they're trying to get into the game, they just have people yelling at them, screaming at them, saying whatever dog shit. So, I don't know how you fix that. I genuinely don't. I don't think it's possible. That said though, I do hope that there's a world where, especially with new players coming in, people realize quick play is a little bit supposed to be more like for learning and not for whatever. Because I think Overwatch has a great chance to get a lot of new players in, but I think a lot of people are gonna give it a shot and then be like, I can't get into this, it's too hard. And I hope that's not actually the case, because it genuinely is a good update and it genuinely feels really good. But I don't know how you fix that. You can't fix the community. You can just try to give new player modes. Well, you can't. Okay, this might be a genuinely scalding hot take, but I think you can fix communities, and I think it actually takes people holding them accountable. But I think everyone's too afraid. I think everyone's too afraid. To be honest with you, I think everyone's scared shitless of making their viewers upset. I can't tell you, when I was streaming Overwatch all the time, and I'm not trying to ego, But like most people know, a lot of days I was at that top of the category. I was always #1 for like TikToks and viewership. Maybe not always YouTube, but like not always like stream viewership, right? Because like, you know, like Super's a huge streamer, stuff like that. But like, there was a lot of times I stuck my neck out at people and said, nah, don't say that. Nah, don't do that. Fuck you. Like, that's fucked up. Don't do that. And I don't think that happens no more. I think a lot of people just don't say anything. You know, everyone kind of stays silent. And hey, that's their God-given right. But I don't think there's anyone that really pushes back anymore these days. So I agree with you. I agree with you. At the same time, there isn't really a way to fix it, but I think the best thing that can be done is lead by example. And I don't think there's many people that lead by example at the moment. I think there's a lot of like, don't want to rock the boat. You know, like, it's a little sad. And I think it's an issue that doesn't pop up until you get into the game. But, you know, it's just something I've noticed. Something you should probably at least, I guess, consider. Also, I'm looking at some dude in my TikTok chat is spamming on it. Brother, you're not paying $5 grand to anybody, you absolute bucking bum. Bottom of the barrel society member over there trying to fucking scam people. Yo, fuck off. Bitch ass. That's why I fucking hate streaming on that goddamn platform. Yo, Popo Pills, thank you for the Prime. Zach eating the I get it. Appreciate you when they get it. Sorry, I have alerts off for the moment so I can get through it. That's the other thing. I don't know what it is. Streaming on TikTok this week has been awful. Awful this week. It has been horrendously bad this week. I don't know why. I haven't experienced it like that bad in a long time. Like, for those who don't know, I used to stream on TikTok like when it first started, like back in like 2022. I stopped because it was so bad. And then like the last year, I've actually been doing it pretty consistently, but it's been actually pretty good. When I play like Rivals or variety games, it's actually always been fine. But like this week with Overwatch has been horrendous. Now, I think that is partly because Overwatch now has a little bit more of a different audience, where it's a lot more like late Gen Z or early Gen, late Gen Z, early Gen Alpha, as its player base now. So it's a little bit of a clash, but man, that's been some the last fucking week. Good lord. Also, the other thing has been the servers. The servers have been absolutely poop. I don't know what's been going on this week with the servers with Overwatch. Yo, Milkstream, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate you. Thank you. Much love, buddy. Appreciate you as well. Sorry, I just want to get through this. I feel bad for the Overwatch team because like this has been such a good update and the game has felt good. But like people can't play. Like they're I've been lagging all over the place. Look at my ping in the bottom right. You see I'm at 92. I'm at 145. It now says TikTok is disconnected, and now I'm down to 47. Like, dude, it's been all over the place. Between my internet having issues and the server's been dying, it's been a wild fucking week. Just watch my ping in the bottom right as I've been jumping around. Granted, they did emergency maintenance again last night to try to fix it. They also brought in the East Coast server, which is also pretty damn good. But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised there's a lot of people out there that are thinking, if they haven't played since the launch of Overwatch 2. Remember launch of Overwatch 2 had all those server issues? You know, you have all the server issues again. Like, I would just log in, like, I can't even play the game, fuck it. You know, it is what it is. So, hopefully they keep the East Coast server. They really fucking should. It just makes the game feel better. I know it's probably not cost effective, but like, you guys have the player base to have 3 servers. I think it's unacceptable if this game doesn't have an East Coast, Central, and West Coast server all the time. It's only a Central and a West Coast server, unless there's a big thing going on. So like, let's get that more sustained. What other things am I thinking, or am I missing? Anything I didn't cover from this week? The new heroes, cinematics, the update, the factions, community balance. Oh, Stadium! Oh, Stadium's a fucking ghost town. Yo, what did they do to Stadium? It's a fucking ghost town. Dude, Stadium is like genuinely fucking dead. What did they do? Other than they added a bunch of heroes like Hazard and Doomfist and stuff that like people don't want to play against, but like you can't play anything but meta builds, so nobody plays it anymore. What happened to that thing? Dude, I loved Stadium when it came out. It was my favorite thing. I thought it was the future of Overwatch, potentially. And now it's butt cheeks.
These barrels are smoking.
Yeah, I feel like you get stuck against, like, Hazard or Vendetta or Doomfist, and you have no counters for it, and you just lose. Like, the abilities aren't strong enough. The items aren't strong enough. And plus, you're supposed to follow your one meta build. You know? It's like playing Deadlock without the fun. You know? So, poor Stadium. Pour one out for Stadium. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, the UI. You mean like the menu UI? Yeah, I don't know about this one. I don't know what they were kind of cooking with this. I know they're trying to make it more modern and trying to make it more like, quite frankly, Fortnite-y. But I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't like it that much. It's not awful, but like I've also had issues with it this whole week because it's been lagging. Like the whole server's been lagging on this menu, and I know they fixed it. So it's better today, but like the whole week it's just been super, super laggy. So it's been hard to even want to get behind it. That said though, like the old one just felt good. I liked it. I don't know. I know why they did though. So that's my own personal thing. You can like it, you can dislike it. I honestly don't care. Like if you're genuinely like, I really love it, you're crazy. Okay, cool. Like I'm not gonna fight you on it. I don't have that strong of opinion. I just don't like it that much. Anything else? Stadium, UI, new heroes. What else? Anything else? Oh, OWCS. Yo, I watched OWCS. OWCS was actually pretty fun. I've been playing a little bit of Ryan in my ranked games, and I'm like, man, this feels like ass. And I got to watch one game of I think it was Junbin on Crazy Raccoons, one of the best OWCS teams, one of the best Korean Overwatch teams. They played Ryan on fucking Esperanza, and that poor guy fucking got shit on. That guy got to do nothing for 10 minutes. It was actually kind of horrible to watch, and I was like, damn, I feel a little better about myself now. So a lot of like some of the older legacy heroes probably are dominating the bronze through plat. They probably got like a 55% win rate bronze through plat, but like once you get against people that like play the game with anything more than like a thumbs and like, you know, actually know how to click their buttons, you just can't even play the fucking characters half the time. Man, it's kind of stupid. You gotta lock in and play like Sigma, you gotta lock in and play like Zarya and Diva and Domina too. So it's like, you know, oh boy. Well, a little Winston too. I actually like the new Winston passive. Oh, speaking of passives, they did change all the passives. You're right. They changed the passives. So now like everyone has that like the old passive now is like across all people. It's like, what is it? 15% damage reduction for all characters. The old DPS passive is gone. Now everyone has it. And now everyone has sub passives as well. Some of them are much stronger than, oh, is it 30%? Is it 30%? Wait, it's 30%? I thought it was 15. It's 30? No wonder tank feels awful. Oh, it's 15 on tanks? Wait, is it? Okay, so it is, okay, so it's 30 for everyone else, 15 for tanks. Okay. Whew. Glad I haven't lost my marbles completely. Yeah, that said though, it kind of just incentivizes supports to just play DPS. Like you basically just like have both supports that are wanting to DPS the entire time, because healing really isn't very strong in this game. And I know that they're like, there's people out there that are probably going to knee-jerk reaction back, right, from Rivals, where it has too much sustain. But, like, it is genuinely kind of weird how, like, support in this game genuinely isn't support. It's just, like, DPS light. Most of the best characters in this game are the characters you get utility out of, like Curie or Lucio. And you're doing a lot of damage or utility surviving. It's not about the healing. Like, the healing characters of today, like hell, BAP you're using most of the time as a DPS character, but it also does good healing too. Like I feel like Ana's like a little bit outdated outside of her biotic nade. Mercy sucks. Lifeweaver sucks. Moira sucks. Juno kind of sucks outside of Speed Ring. Ilari's insanely good. Like, I'll do my tier list later. Ilari felt really strong. Mizuki just does nothing but bind people. Wu Yang felt pretty decent, but like not for healing, for damage. The cat, basically, you're running around doing DPS. That's like the best way to play the cat. Zen, you just discord the tank and he disappears. Breaks a little bit of the middle ground. Breaks like kind of like the protector. I don't think she's like doing tons of damage, but like she's just good at surviving. And then you look over at this DPS role, and they have like their new passives. And honestly, the passives for the DPS actually feel pretty good. I actually have almost no complaints for the DPS passives. The tank passives are where things get a little weird, though. Like the initiator one for the dive tanks, like Ball gets healing on his wall jumps. Bruiser tanks are the ones that get like the knockback resistance now. I think, are they the ones that get the knockback resistance? No, Stalwart gets knockback resistance. What does this one get? Reduces critical damage. So you get you take less damage on headshots and you get movement speed if you're low HP. Which, you know, you think Zarya would have been down here, but I guess that kind of makes sense. These ended up actually making more sense over time as I played them. But they just feel a little more useless. They just feel like the old tank passive split into multiple pieces, except for the dive tanks one, which Ball feels really bad without knockback resistance. And so basically what I'm trying to say to you is, as long as you play anything but tank,
Someone needs to fill this saddle.
it feels pretty damn good.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah, I honestly, the jump up in the air one for Winston feels pretty good too. That's why I was saying, like, the Winston changes felt really nice, and I think Diva feels pretty strong too. But overall though, it's weird where like so much changed, but so much didn't change at the same time. You know? Some of the perk changes, well yeah, the perk changes, like I'm not gonna go through them individually. Some, like, they all feel fine, right? They all add a different level to the game. But as someone who's, like, I played in the last 6 months, so like they're not brand new to me, but I think to people that probably haven't played since the 2 came out or anything else, then yeah, it's probably like gonna wide eyes, oh my god, this is like really, really good. But like the perks doesn't really move the needle too much for me at this point. I've already done it. Overall though, concluding thoughts, really good update. Genuinely. They cooked. They genuinely cooked. And I think it's kind of proven that having more content and more updates and more things getting pushed out is the key to almost all games, but specifically hero shooters too. It's the thing that gets people most attracted to the game. It was the thing that brings them back the most. It's the thing that actually moves the needle. And that Overwatch should be a little careful to who they listen to, because I have seen so many people before even all the heroes came out bitching, hoping that they're not going to release too many new heroes, and you know, they should honestly slow down the rate of heroes are coming out. You know, that's just not how you keep live service games alive in today's day and age. That said though, if you're a new player trying to get into Overwatch, you should try it. But if you get into it and you're like, man, I'm really not having fun, don't force it. This might be a game that hit the point at 10 years now. It might be just too hard to get into if you haven't played it at all. You know? Because there's so many games that are out today that really reward your time for playing them. And it's like, I ask you, like, what is the end goal of grinding Overwatch every single day? Like, what are you trying to do with your life? Like, are you trying to be a pro player? Because, like, Overwatch pro play makes $0. Like, why are you doing that? If you just want to be good at the game and have a good reward, that's good too. But like, you don't have to enjoy what you're doing. If you're not enjoying the experience, then you probably don't want to play it that much. Because that's what the video games are supposed to be. They're supposed to be fun, but also enjoyable in different ways. Some people have fun by winning. Me too. I do too. But I also think that, you know, if you came back and you tried this update and you go, man, this was fun. Like, I had a good time, but like, it just feels like Overwatch. Like, it doesn't feel like anything's big and different has changed. I think that's okay too, because like, that's something that some people love. But I think especially if you've been playing a lot of Rivals the last year, like myself, you've come to probably realize that even if you like Overwatch still and you still enjoy it every once in a while, it's maybe just not your cup of tea every day anymore, you know? And that's where I'm at, where it's like, I've had fun, I've enjoyed it. I've had great streams. The games have been pretty fun overall. But like, as I played more, I started to remember the cracks and see the cracks of like, oh shit, this is why I didn't enjoy this as much anymore. Oh shit, these are like issues that I had and they're still there. And they're pretty fundamental at this point, and I don't think they could be changed without overhauling the game, and I don't think that's something that's going to happen, and I don't think they're going to revert the game to 6v6 and start roll queue 6v6, and then they're going to put everybody in that queue, so everyone's queuing it, so the queue times aren't very long. Like, those things are a pipe dream. Those aren't going to happen. So it is what it is. I've enjoyed my time here, and I think other people hopefully did too. And I think I probably will still play. I'm still gonna play it here and there, but I probably won't. Don't at least in its current state. I probably won't ever grind it like hardcore again. And I think that's okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But if I had to give this patch a rating, I'd probably give it like a 9.5 out of 10. The only thing I would probably be a little bit like on were obviously like things like the server issues. Like they should have seen that coming, knowing that there's gonna be a lot of people coming in. That also caused cascading issues where people weren't getting their rewards, and like multiple times they had to shut the servers down, and my ping's jumping up and down as the games are going on. And then also like tank doesn't feel that much different, and Domina's just banned every game, so like you can't really play the new character because they're just banned every single game. So it's like, it is what it is. Oh, really quick, I almost forgot with the OWCS thing. OWCS, I really think should look into the Rivals banning system of not comp but like tournament play. And I understand that like people say it's like competitive for that, and I get it, but watching mirror matchups every single game is kind of boring, and I think the viewer experience is kind of the most important thing for pro play, because without viewers who watch the game, then what's the point of having pro play? Because like it's supposed to be entertainment. Without fans who spend money and actually watch the games, you're not gonna make any money to be a pro player or play in a pro league. So like, unless you make it a more enjoyable watch experience, and every time I streamed it, I just had constant people asking, why the fuck is it mirror matchups every game? This is so boring. I think it's a good way that you could potentially fight against the constant mirror matchups. But anyways, small thing. That's it though. That's my thoughts on I don't know. Overwatch has more viewers. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I was trying to end this on a good note. Lightning round. I'm trying to flame both of you fuckers. Ready? This whole conspiracy about this stuff is the most inflated dog shit on the planet. Where is it? Where's the tweet? I need the tweet. Where is it? I'm flaming him. I don't care. I'm not flaming the person who made the tweet, but I don't remember who made the follow-up tweet. This one. You guys seen it? Good era to be a hero shooter player. You want to know the truth about these two? The left side is drop, 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 drop. Right side is add, hashtag ad. You guys are all fucking stupid. And you're arguing about viewership numbers. You're genuinely stupid. You genuinely can't tie your own fucking shoelaces. Overwatch gave out like 19 drops, which by the way, I can tell you, I am almost I am one of the leaders on why their drop program is as strong as it is. You can ask anybody in that fucking company, and you could say I have been up their ass for 3+ years on how to improve their drop system and to boost their viewership up, because I got rewarded from it, and so did you, because everyone got the rewards, and I would push them really fucking hard. I was, and then you know what? And then Emon carried the torch and also kept pushing them after I stopped playing and started playing Rivals more. So fucking good on him. We told him to put out more rewards, put out higher watch times. All these things keep up viewer retention. It brings people into the game. It makes them stay longer. It gives them a more like they put in more time so they feel more rewarded out of it, right? Like it does all of these things. Rivals drops are horrendously bad. They haven't figured it out yet. And so what Rivals does though is has unlimited fucking money, and it just sponsors people to come play the game, which is also a good thing. If Overwatch had the budget, which it fucking doesn't, It tells people to come in and come play the game. So you see people coming in all the time. Like I saw Shroud the other day. I saw Burp Peanut the other day playing. Like these are all giant hashtag ads. So you're talking about their viewership, but this one's paid and this one is paid in different ways. You guys are all idiots. You're arguing about fucking viewership all day long. How fun is the game to play? How many people are playing the game? You know, there's so many things you could talk about. But you guys are arguing, oh, well, Overwatch has more viewers right now. Oh, yeah? What time is it? Is it 10 in the morning and drops are on? Of course it's going to be higher. Wait till 5 o'clock and all the fucking hashtag ads turn on, and then this one will go much higher. Okay, well, what happens when drops turn off? What happens? You tell me. Fuck, man. And I enjoy it. I think drops are a good thing for both games. But, like, motherfuckers. You guys, half your arguments are just stupid. And there's a reason why we have to argue this way. Because everyone's 12. We all argue like we're 12. Because if we don't argue like we're 12, you can't understand the conversation. You can't keep up. You're not smart enough. Fuck, man. So the point being, stop arguing about viewership numbers, dude. Stop arguing about it. You know? It is what it is. Good lord, man. Good lord. Anyways,
smoke,
lightning round's over. Thoughts on Highgarden? There's no more thoughts to be had. That game's kind of cooked.
Quit making yourself an easy target.
Wait, what? You said Twitter would die and was cooked and was alive, but still alive and thriving. Then you insult the entire chat and you have lackluster analysis skills. Yeah, that's rage bait. We weren't talking about Twitter, you stupid fuck. We're talking about Twitch. Fucking get your chat GPT looking ass out of here. Thoughts on Deadlock? Peak game. That game's actually a lot of fun. I just don't got the time for it, unfortunately. Do you have a tier list thing for me, crap? Aha. Oh, it's a new site. Oh. Oh, it looks a little odd though, but I guess that's fine. Oh, we got a new format. All right, chat. I need to give you the biggest disclaimer of all disclaimers. This is 1000% for fun and also my own experiences. For those who don't know, I used to play Overwatch for a very long time. I used to do these tier lists for Overwatch for a very long time. It was a good time. I genuinely enjoyed it. However, the last year I've not hard grinded the game. I played a little bit. I played a bunch this week. I played a fuck ton this week. Played a lot with friends, played a lot like by myself, watched a lot of OWCS, did a lot of things this week. So this one is completely and totally my opinion of my experience. It is probably not going to be reflective of the meta. It's probably not going to be reflective of what is actually the strongest at the highest level or through every other level. This is going to be the experience that I have got to experience over the last however many so days. Last like 6 or 7 days, give or take. And I figured for one more old time's sake, why not we just make a little tier list for funsies? So that said, you ready? Lock in. First up is Domina. Domina is permaban. You don't even get to play her. So I don't know what to do. She's literally gone. She was permaban for this first day, and then they nerfed her a little bit, and she's still permaban. Her and Zarya are basically the two tanks that are always banned. Sometimes it's like a here and there, like a Sigma or like a Diva, but like every damn game she's banned. This might even be a hot take, but I actually didn't mind playing against Domina. I actually didn't think she was that strong. However, though, I got to watch some OWCS play of Domina, and she looked fucking disgusting. And I was like, ooh, maybe the people I'm playing against aren't that good at her yet. But also, She was a little broken on the first day. There was a bug, or first couple days, where like she could like get shield or healing off the shields of her E, and it was a little disgusted. So I have to throw her in the S tier. She's just too good. Doomfist. I really didn't see any Doomfists anywhere. I think I saw one Doomfist that was like half decent. He kind of like wasn't doing much. I think he was actually dead. He was just, there's no reason to really play him. Didn't have the stopping power. I don't know. Died in gameplay, died in lore. Yeah, it just was kind of cosmetic. If I was going to play a dive tank, I played D.Va, who was banned pretty much every game that was on one of those types of maps. But D.Va was easily... this is for ranked, of course. This is my own experience of ranked. I'd probably say A. If I was watching OWCS, like she was getting played like every single game. But in ranked, obviously, you don't always have the follow-up to get all the kills that you need to. But she was always solid, always played a ton. Always fucking just kind of dominating. Especially if we played against good divas. I was not the good diva. I fucking hate this guy. I fucking hate him. Like, genuinely. He's so annoying. Like, I cannot find any enjoyment of playing him or playing against him. What is wrong with this guy? It's just weird. He's janky. Block slop. Annoying ass hero. Actual clown tank. He's fun. Like, he's not fun to play against. He's just stupid. He's very odd. He's very weird. He just doesn't fit well with the rest of the game. Like, you know what's funny? When this guy came out, it was when Rivals came out, so I didn't have to fucking deal with his ass when he was actually strong. But as I've played more, I'm like, damn, this guy could have been a Mauga. Like, as I was playing the game more, I wonder if this guy would have been my fucking Mauga 2.0, just for how annoying he is. Granted, obviously, Mauga's his own tier of just annoying ass shit, right? But man, fuck that guy. I hate, every time I played against the Hazard, I was crashing out. That guy just was annoying to play against. I'd rather play against Doom all day long. I'd rather play against, not Orisa. I'd rather play against almost anyone other than Mauga or Orisa all day long, and I'm fine. I'm fine with it. Hazard's just annoying. I don't know. Nothing else to say about that. Queen. I wish Queen was better. Like, a few games I played a Queen, like, she didn't feel that great. I played one game against a Queen where it was doing something, and then I went Queen, it was Flashpoint, and then it felt pretty good. Like, that was like the one Queen game that felt okay. Everything else felt kind of, that's all right. It was good. Felt all right. Just those better picks, you know? Just better things to do. I don't think he's good. I lost the game to a fucking Mauga who just swapped Mauga just to chase me the entire time. But, like, Mauga really is the encapsulation of just, you just chase the other tank and do nothing else the entire time. It is the most low skill, horrible play style. It's the entire encapsulation of 5v5 Overwatch thrown into a singular character. It is genuinely moronic how much value you get in this game as a tank player by just standing there and shooting the other tank. Especially if they try to go in, like if they make a play on your backline or something, you just turn and shoot the tank every time. And you win 80% of the time. The only times you don't win is if it's like Winston, Tracer, or Genji, or backline pressure, or a D.Va or something, and they're just like deleting one of your backline before they can react. That's the only time it's not valuable. But like anywhere outside of like top ranks, it's just so dumb. He's genuinely horrendous to play against and to play. The fact that he still exists is unbelievable. That said, next up, who I've softened on a little bit in the last few years, Orisa. Honestly, Perks gave Orisa the biggest glow up she could ask for. Being able to go to the old style where you have like the shielded version where you just poke, you know, even though if it's not that strong. All of a sudden, just made her much more tolerable. It's weird. But again, Orisa's the same thing like Malga. You just sit there, you blast the other tank, and just basically make sure they can't play the video game. And that's it. You're a wall that just says, I'm going to stop you from having fun. I stop you from getting kills. I stop you from doing things. And all of a sudden, your value goes through the roof. The fact that there's 2 characters in the role that do that still is unbelievable. However, she's much better now than she used to be. Like Orisa, I've hit the point where I would almost give Orisa a pass these days. I would genuinely almost say Orisa is fine. This guy though needs to be taken out back and shot 16 times. Make it 17 with buckshot. Fuck it, take out Elsa's elephant gun. Might not be enough. Ramatra, I hate to say it, this guy's just butt cheeks. He's just kind of butt cheeks. I didn't see a single time a Ramatra did anything. The only time I saw a Ramatra do anything was like I was on third point of like Eichenwald on Sigma and they came out on Ram for one fight where they had ults and they just like punched me down with Kitsune Rush. That's it. Like there's just so many ways to deal with them. You know? And I like Ram. I genuinely do. But I think Ram's reputation has been destroyed by the block metas. Like all the times when you pick Ram, just go, huh. Huh. Oh, huh. You know what I mean? Like that ruined everyone's perception of Ram. They just think he's like low tier, no skill type character because of that. And like you can't even argue with them. They're kind of right. But like everything else is so cool. He's such a cool dude. But as long as he can go, huh. And it's like it just that's it. It ruined everyone's perception. I don't know. The Rhine guy. I was kind of shit talking earlier, but I actually thought I could make him work on some scenarios. So I don't think he's like bad. Just like a lot of places, like if you play against people that have thumbs or half a brain, you're never gonna get to anybody and kill them. But I could definitely see where like Bronster, probably Plat, this guy's the fucking king of pub stomping. It's probably disgusting the amount of things that guy can do. But once you get into the elos where you're playing against divas and sigmas and kiting and like, I might as well not even have thumbs at that point. It's just too easy to shut down. Hog, I did not see any hogs. I pulled out my hog in a game or two when things were not looking too good, and I was like, yeah, this is GG's. It was GG's after I pulled out the hog. That guy's kind of butt cheeks. Honestly, you know what? I should actually put him down here with Ram. Real talk, I should put him down here with Ram because that guy is fucking terrible right now. And that's weird because typically in games where you play ranked, like you bump to at least 1 or 2 hog players that are running around in circles doing nothing. You know what I mean? And that could have been me. That could have been me, but I decided, nah, I'm not gonna deal with that. Sigma. I am very tempted to put him up here actually into the S category. However, I think Domina kind of does it better. And I also think that there's a different tank I'm going to put there instead. So I will put him on the very high A. Very high A. But like the only reason I'm not putting him in S is I'm putting Domina there and they occupy the same niche sort of. Even though Domina I'd say is more of a brawl tank and Sigma's more of a poke tank, to be honest with you. Even though they advertised Domina as a poke tank, I actually don't feel like that's the case. However, though, they do in ranked play very similarly on most maps, not all maps, but on most maps. So I'm for the sake of their tier list, I'm going to say they're occupying the same niche, even if they don't totally. So I'm going to put him in S or an A. That said, though, he very easily could be an S in the S. Winton. I think Winton was actually super fun. I like the new perk they gave him, which was the when you're tasing somebody, you get 10% speed boost up to 3 targets, so you get up to 30% speed boost. Holy shit, that's so funny. When you're chasing someone down, you're tasing them, they go to run away, and you're like, you start fucking running. You're on the prowl on the monkey. They ain't getting away. You know, you start chasing them down. Especially like Juno don't go to get away no more. It's GG's. It's lights out. Good night. You know, it's lights out. Good night. That shit's over now. That said, though, you still bump into a million problems of just playing ranked Winston, which is like they swap 4 characters and you just no longer can play the video game. You know. That's where probably Diva comes in, but I don't play Diva that well, and I've never played Diva that well, and I never put the time into playing Diva because I just didn't need to until Overwatch 2, and then Overwatch 2, like, honestly, Diva's kind of boring. You know, like, some of the kits of the characters in this game are still Overwatch 1 legacy kits. Diva's a good example. Zarya's a good example. You know, like, Hog's a good example. They're legacy Overwatch 1 kits that are designed to play with another character, but they don't. So they're either going to be shit or OP at all times. Speaking of OP, this motherfucker on specifically Control, Koth, is a demon. Most unkillable demon spawn of all time. Most unkillable demon spawn of all time on Control. Outside of Control, fucking butt cheeks. On Control, S tier. Outside Control, like a D. So I'm going to put him in a B. I'm going to give him like a B. S tier on Control, B tier on anything else, so he's getting a B. Okay? That's it. And then last but not least, the other S tier tank is Zarya. So chatters have told me that Zarya has been meta pretty much for like 6 months plus. Is that the truth? Has Zarya been meta for like 6+ months? Give or take? How? Why? Who allowed that? How has nobody said anything? How did you guys let this happen? I don't know, man. If that wasn't me, I wouldn't let that slide. Mostly fucking with you, but that is kind of sad that she's been hard meta for that long and nothing changes. But like I said, just like with Diva, her kit's not designed for this game mode, this format. So she's either going to be shit or OP almost all times. There is no middle ground because it's not designed the same way of like Domina, Sigma, Hazard. Winston kind of actually ends up working, even though I did like the version where we had someone else, but Winston kind of works. Queen, you know, like all of these actually work way better with another person. Anyways, Onron. Onron's weird because Onron, I think, is actually a pub stomper in the lower ranks. I would be shocked if I was wrong on that. Where like bronze to plat, I bet Onron is fucking going bananas. Going but cuckoo banana pants. Like absolutely running a show down there. Once you get up to a certain rank, though, she kind of falls off pretty hard. And I mean pretty fucking hard. I've only seen a couple decent Onron. So I'm going to go high on Onron because I think she's probably a pub stomper. And maybe as people get better at her, they'll start to understand how to be more effective against the legacy heroes with her. However, at the moment, even this is, I think, a very generous rating. Very generous rating. Ashe. I think Ashe is consistently one of the best DPS that I've seen. Like, very consistently was putting out pretty big damage. Always was a decent pick. Was not like every single game you saw in Ashe, but like every game I saw in Ashe, they were doing well. And I saw them quite often. Gotta throw it up there. Bastion. Dude, I'm about to be a crazy person for like a half a second. I kind of want to put Bastion in the S tier. I'm not gonna. But like this motherfucker just felt immortal. He just did unlimited damage. I need you to look me in the eyes. Am I a crazy person for wanting to put Bastion in the S tier? Like, I feel like I was like a low tier fucking stupid fuck for thinking in half my games that he was insane. Wait, I'm not insane? You guys agree? Wait, you guys actually agree with me? Holy shit, this is rare footage. I'm doing it. I'm doing it then. Okay, I'm glad when I was playing in my games and I was getting absolutely cooked by Bastions, I was like, damn, I suck cheeks now. I'm this bad that Bastion's rolling my ass? But it turns out he's actually just really that good? Woo, that makes me feel a lot better. Speaking of being really fucking good, I felt like Cass was still extremely strong. I don't know about S tier strong, but certainly on the line. Certainly on the line. Very close. Just a solid pick. He's not 275 HP though. He's 250 now, which is very interesting. This guy is 100% going in S though. Echo. Hey, I got a question for you guys. How long has Echo had a silencer? Why is Echo silent? Why does Echo make no noise now? What happened? 4 seasons, I believe? I'm sorry, what? Everyone on TikTok is complaining about you putting RAM in D tier. When is TikTok not complaining about something? Yeah, I don't know when the fuck they changed that, but she sounds like she's a stealth fighter now, and you don't even see her anymore. You can't hear her, can't see her, can't do shit. She just appears in your backline, you're just dead. I don't know. Character seems insane. Emery. Okay, I had to say this before I do anything. Emery is my favorite character they've added. He feels super fun. He feels really, really good. He feels like I'm playing old Halo. But he kind of blows. The only thing that is scary about Emery is his grenades. Other than that, he's the tickle monster. His damage fall off is ass. His grenades feel great. The shift is not that useful other than for movement. The pistol. And the worst part of all is the sound design of his gun, I feel like kind of failed. Like, if you ever play Halo 3 specifically with the BR, you ever fired the BR? It was like, it just feels like boop, pew, 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 pew. If you're shooting Emerys, like it doesn't feel very strong. It feels weak. It feels like, I don't know, like a Nerf gun. Like I thought I was using the Nerf Dart collab on his battle rifle. You know, it just doesn't itch my brain in the way it could. But he was very fun. The grenades are great, but outside the grenades, ass. Freya. Freya's weird. I had some games where Freyas were absolutely fucking running the whole lobby. But they weren't that many of them. There wasn't that many Freyas running the whole lobby. But when they were there, they were running the whole lobby. So I felt like she had potential, but was very hard to pull off. Like she probably takes a lot of skill. Like a lot of skill to make work. That said though, obviously we had to take up the idea of that if it takes that much skill to pull off, it's probably not very good then for most players, so it's not that strong. But you're all going to bump into those few people that are like demons on the character. So I think B is probably very safe, where it's like you could have the potential for someone to be insane on the character, but I think the average player is going to probably suck butt. Genji. Yo, when I left, by the way, everyone was memeing and saying that Genji was meta, and all these people have been talking about how Genji's like always thought of as like weak but they should nerf Genji, and that, you know what I mean? Like, but like, I didn't see a single Genji this weekend. Where the fuck were they? They're all gone. He was just nowhere to be seen. I didn't see a single Genji. Where'd they go? Is he shit? Genji's good in metal ranks. Well, he's always been good in the metal ranks, man. But I feel like I didn't see any of them this weekend. Or not this weekend. This week. This whole week I played, I think I saw like 2 Genjis. 2. And I thought the whole joke was that like Genji was actually really good now, but people think he's weak, but he's not actually weak. He's actually really good. You know? They're using Anran? Are they using Anran? They're in Frankie P's lobbies? Wait, actually, I'm not even joking you, Frankie. I played a game with Frankie, and that was the one Genji I saw. I'm not even fucking with you. We lost. That was kind of my fault, but, like, we lost. That said, though, yeah. Hanzo. Felt pretty decent, but, like, not insane. Like, I saw a couple Hanzos. I played a little Hanzo. Felt all right. Wasn't, like, broken. Wasn't like, insane. I think there was better picks. But it was decent. It was solid. Can't complain. It was decent. Junkrat. I only saw a couple Junkrats, but they were kind of disgusting at the game. I can't tell if I was just bumping into some Junkrat connoisseurs, or if Junkrat's low-key actually pretty damn decent. Wow, this is the most split I've ever seen, you guys. I see people typing A and S, or not S, a couple S, but mostly A, and then people typing FD. You guys are either A or F/D. Holy I've never seen you more split. Normally chat has like a decent consensus, but like, you guys are way off. Damn, this is all actually so entertaining to watch you guys argue. Don't get mad at me. I haven't even ranked them yet. I'm watching you guys argue with each other. Go argue with. If you're on the other side, go pick a fight with someone else. Go pick a fight with someone who's on the opposite side. Go ahead, pick a fight with them. I mean, don't pick a fight with me. Everyone wants to pick a fight with me, but you guys are so divided up. Like it's not like, oh, A or B. We're talking A/F. That's like the other sides of the fucking board. Got pick a fight with someone else. Yeah. Go ahead. You guys argue for a little while. I'll watch. I want to sit here. I'll wait. I want to watch you guys fight for once, because everyone likes to say the streamer's stupid. The streamer doesn't know what he's talking about. Streamer dumb. Streamer stupid. You know what? Your own fellow chatter is pretty far off. Why don't you go fight with him instead? See what happens. Also, by the way, I just want you guys to know, I appreciate all the subs you guys have been rolling in. I have alerts off for these, so that way it's not TTS consistently just talking in my ear and talking over the entire thing. But if you've been subbing, gifting subs, doing bits, I just hope you know I do appreciate you a ton. I seriously do. Sorry, I just have alerts off. But much love. Thanks so much. Dude, you guys have been crazy this week. We're about to be at 10K subs. I haven't been at 10K subs in like 3 years. I wasn't even at 10K subs at the start of Rivals. I wasn't at 10K subs during September. So you guys have been crazy. Appreciate you. That said, though, I'm going to throw them in solid B. Listen, man, I saw a couple insane Junkrats, but I didn't see many of them. So that's the default. If you don't see much of a character, and it's not getting played a ton, but when you do see it, it's super high impactful, it's like, it could take a while till people figure it out. B is typically the nice little, like, pass-through zone, where it's like, either you have, like, the perma people that just live there, like Orion, where it's just, like, at some point, it's really fucking good, and then falls off at the higher ranks, or they're in the transition period where they're like falling through the leaderboards, so they're going back up. You never know. They're going between the two right now. May was pretty solid. I saw a couple Mei's, but Mei's always been like more of a niche pick, where unless you're a specialist on the character, people don't play them. But they were definitely strong. So I have to, this is like a solid middle of the road pick where like if you're a specialist, you're gonna do big damage on Mei and do big impact. But like most people don't like playing Mei. I think most people find Mei pretty boring. Also, wait, you guys ran a poll? I didn't realize you ran a poll for Junkrat. Wait. Oh, so now you all came around and voted what I voted. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. You guys follow the streamer. Interesting. Sorry. Anyways. I kid. I think Mei's pretty damn good, probably, but it's a specialist pick, so you're not gonna see her that often. Pharah is a hard one. Pharah is a hard one because I felt like Echo was a much better flyer, and I wasn't really scared of Pharah's. I think Domina being added is very nice for tank players versus flyers. Like, you can kind of reach them a lot of times. Diva's still obviously around, and then hit scan is so prevalent that there's just not really a reason to play Pharah right now. Echo is just 10 times better. So I saw almost no Pharah, and when I saw Pharah, I wasn't afraid of her. Reaper. Okay, is this where I tell on myself? Am I washed? Because this motherfucker was ruining my day. And then I played with Ruben last night, and I told Ruben, just turn your brain off and shoot their tank with me and we'll win every game. And he said, okay, picked Reaper, and we just W-keyed their tank player and they would fall over every fight. Like, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm in the shitloads of high masters, but I feel like you just pick this dude, W-key at their tank, and you have your tank win the duel, and you just win the game. It was unbelievable how much value you got out of it. It genuinely felt like I was playing Connect 4. Like, I wasn't playing Overwatch. I was playing like a little kid's game. Just shoot their tank, and he falls over, and you die, and he win. But not many people do it, though. It's weird. His range is always going to be a problem. Yeah, but you don't play Reaper for range. You play Reaper to get in their face and to make them fall over. That's why you play up on the tank. You play under your tank's butt cheeks and then in front of their tank's butt cheeks, and then you just shoot him in the head. And that's it, and then he falls over. It's not about range. You're not playing Sniper Reaper. No one's ever done that. All right, next up, Sojourn. I don't think this is even a debate, right? S tier? Easily S tier, right? No debate here, I don't think. When I watched the new pro play, literally every single game Sojourn was played. When I played ladder, you played against good Sojourn, so they were server admin. No debate there, right? Can I be real with you for like half a second? Like I have like a little heart to heart. I've really had a good time coming back and playing Overwatch this week. I don't think I'm gonna play it like a ton because like I just enjoy doing other stuff now. But part of me gets really sad coming back and seeing Sojourn still dominating the game 3 years later. Like, I'm talking like that character alone has more value than my entire hero pool put together all the times. And it's been that way for 3+ years. You know? Like I load into a lobby and they have a mercy pocketed Sojourn who's actually really good at the game. And it does not feel like I will have any chance of winning. Like, I have to have a half-decent DPS player on my team, and then I have to play the game of my life to shut them down. But not everyone can play her. I know, but I could play insanely well on whatever heroes that I am playing, and I will not have nearly the amount of impact that a really good Sojourn will have. That makes me a little sad. Anyways, on to Soldier. I just didn't feel like there was really a reason to play Soldier over the other picks that are available. Like, he's not bad, though. You just run around and shoot people. He just plays flank Soldier / run around, do damage. That's it. But nothing crazy. Doesn't do anything insane. You know, he's all right. Hey, he's just there. He's like a good starter DPS. Always been that way. But like he's not scary, but he does good damage. Good on the flank. Lock them legs. The perks are great for him. To be fair, I didn't play any soldier, but I didn't see much soldier either. So like I did not get to experience the perks. That's it. Sombra. Sombra's weird because I felt like Sombra wasn't very good, but also at the same time, I thought she was much better than people were leading on. Like people said Sombra was shit, and I was like, wait a minute, she's definitely not good, but she's not bad. I didn't understand that one. She's banned every game. You kind of just self-reported. She's not banned. She wasn't banned in a single one of my games. And what I mean by self-reported is I'm pretty sure Sombra's like a permaban, like bronze through plat. I didn't think she was that good though. She wasn't bad. You could still win games on Sombra. I had a few scary Sombras. But I wasn't like terrified of the hero in any way. Symmetra. Symmetra felt pretty damn strong. I don't know I don't know if I'm a crazy person, but Symmetra felt pretty damn strong in a lot of my games. I'd say that was an easy A. On control, maybe an S. I don't know what they feed in Symmetra. Am I crazy for that? Am I a crazy person? Because they were eating my ass. There were Sims trying to eat my butt. They were in there and they were munching. They were munching left and right. It's kind of scary. Torb. So Torb had a bug actually this week, so it's actually hard for me to say how good he was. He had a bug with like his like overload, I think, that like he'd shoot slower, I believe, with overload. So like I didn't really get a good feel for him. So this is kind of like an objective rating just for how I got to see. But that was because he also had a kind of a game-breaking bug. So he could be better. He could be much better, and I just don't realize it yet. But like this whole week, I didn't see much Torb, and then when I did see a Torb, they were literally playing a literal broken version of him that was shooting slower. Yes, it's a bug. It was a bug. I got it. I was playing with Emong, and Emong was playing Torb, and he felt weird. And then someone from Blizzard was watching his stream and confirmed that Torb had a bug on his E, where that when you popped Overload, I believe, you shot slower. So yeah, that one's a little more like potentially different, but like this is just for like what I experienced this week. Tracer, insane. Really fucking good. Like really always a top tier pick. Maybe even an S tier pick. The only reason I'm not putting in an S tier is because I don't want to have 5 DPS in S tier. There's someone else I'm thinking about putting in there. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right. But like, no. Because there's someone else better that just banned every game. There's someone better, but they're banned every game. Vendetta. Vendetta was banned in every game. Listen, Vendetta's fun. I was kind of shitter. I was running around on quick play. I was getting inflamed by TikTok chatters and random drop chatters are flying by like, oh my god, you're not playing this character to the peak perfection? You fucking suck, you bitch. You fucking can fall off a cliff and hit me rock all the way down. But like, man, she's kind of fun. But like, man, she's terrible. Like to play against when you play against a good one. Good lord. Oof. She's kind of scary. She's kind of scary. Venture. I didn't see like any Venture. Did they nuke Venture? What happened to Venture? They're solid? Really? I just didn't see any. I didn't see a single venture. That's not true. I saw like 2. I can't put it any higher than this. I'm be real with you. I think even this is a little bit of a stretch, but like, I just didn't see much venture. I think a niche hero pick at this point. Maybe it's like another specialist pick. You know? Fly is immune to ground. Okay. All right. Relax with the Pokemon jokes, buddy. Okay. I just didn't see much ventures. Some guy typed first time chatter, go back to rivals, you bum. Brother, can you read? Dude, look at this freeze frame. Brother, can you read? Brother, I'm gonna go back and play Rivals literally in a little bit. Your fucking culted ass couldn't wait that long. Your culted ass couldn't wait that long. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Actual child. Poor guy. Poor guy. Don't give him attention. I mean, mom clearly doesn't give him enough attention. Someone's got to do it. It'll be me today. You know, it is what it is. Who was I on, by the way? Vendetta? Oh, Venture. Okay, I think I'm done with Venture. Okay, Widow. Widow felt strong on Widow maps. You know, your classic, Junkertown, Rialto. And so Widow was banned on those maps. But then outside of those maps, you didn't see much Widow. Almost ever. So I'm confused on where to put Widow, if I'm honest with you. Because Widow is strong enough to be banned on the heroes. The maps Widow is going to be strong. But then the maps where she's not strong, she's not played at all. So I think the fact that she's enough of a threat that you have to ban her on the map she's strong makes her a high tier pick. However, because she's banned on all the maps she's good on, she's not actually a good pick from map to choose. But I can't put her lower than this because if you get to play it on those maps where she's strong, you can have insane impact. So I have to put it about here. I'm not sure where else to put it because everyone else here is like a little bit more of a niche pick, sometimes some specialist picks. I think Widow's more than a specialist pick. I said though, there you go. There's your DPS. All right, on to support. Support's really weird. Can I be honest with you? First, I gotta pee. Second off, can I be honest with you for half a second? Support in this game, before I stopped playing a ton in like during Stadium, was already DPS light. After coming back, it feels even more like DPS light. It's like DPS light plus. Support in this game is really not support anymore. It should just be called like healing DPS. And I know it shouldn't be called that. That's a stupid fucking name. I'm not stupid. It's just, there's not really a reason to heal many fights. It's better and more advantageous to go get kills. And a lot of them can go get kills better than healing. And thus, I understand the reason why they're scared of healing being strong in this game. There's now the global healing reduction passive, where everyone takes 30% less healing while being damaged, 15% for tanks. And before that, tanks were taking less because DPS, or actually DPS in general, had a passive for it regardless. There's like no reason to really heal in this game. And so in the 5v5 format, the reason why they did it, right? The reason why they did it was they basically were afraid of 2 supports pumping 1 tank would be unkillable. And so it's been so scaled back that it's like unbelievably jarring to come back to, either from years of playing Overwatch before or to come from rivals where there's definitely way too much sustain. Like, I'm not trying to say that level, but like, it's almost like they've gone too far in the opposite direction, where there is no sustain in Overwatch at all. Like, period. And especially playing tank in this game, it feels like playing a fat DPS, because if you try to do any tank-like things, you just die. You get what I'm saying? That's why a lot of the characters that are really strong in the tank role are either the ones that have high self-sufficiency or really good burst damage. So, for me personally, it's not an enjoyable gameplay loop. That said, I gotta pee, and then I'm gonna rank the supports, okay? Give me 30 seconds. Be right back. Okay. Whew. Ah. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Whew. All right. Where was I? Oh, supports. Okay, Ana. We heard you fart. I blew my nose. I was blowing my nose. You can't hear. You think you can hear me fart from my bathroom? How supercharged do you think my butt cheeks are? Also, I just realized I'm blurry. Bro, how fucking supercharged do you think my butt cheeks are? That you can hear me farting from there. That's crazy. All right, sorry, Ana supports. Okay. Ana, I saw a lot of. I saw a lot of Ana. But she felt okay. But I wouldn't say she was insane. I think there was better picks. She's a safe pick. She's a safe pick. But the amount of times I saw people swapping Ana into horrible comps. Like we have Kiri. They decide we have Kiri already, and they have Winston, Tracer, I don't know, fucking Echo. And I see someone swap Ana into that. And I'm like, you're about to get your ass eaten. And then they proceed to get their ass eaten and then get mad at everyone else for not peeling. And it's like, brother, there isn't enough peel on this planet to save you. Brother? Hello? So, Ana, though, can absolutely be strong. But I think she's kind of dependent on team comp, map, and your other support. Your other support has to understand they're now playing Brig or playing Lucio at the very least. Like, Kiriana doesn't work. Like, Kiri is basically survival on their own type of character. Like, they're very self-sufficient. Ana needs help. And so now you have to peel for them, and you need the other support to be there, and the other support needs to be something that can help, and they really can't. So Ana has huge impact when she's in the right spot with the right comps, but she requires a lot of support. And for that I can't put her much higher. BAP I'm actually going to throw as well in this same category. BAP can also have insane value, but the problem for BAP is with like high dive formats, he's a lot weaker. He's a little more susceptible, but he puts out big damage, and his window isn't as powerful with or against dive, but with poke, it's actually fire. And so if you look at some of the tanks that are strong, you actually see Domina and Sigma. So BAP should be really, really good here. However, a lot of those games, Domina's banned, or Zarya's banned, or unbanned. If Zarya's unbanned, then you're playing Zarya comps, and so everyone's brawling and playing really, really fast, which BAP should actually do pretty well in. However, I actually didn't see him that much. I would see actually more times Kiri. I would see, honestly, a lot of the new characters, to be fair. You'd see either the Cat or the Mizuki, which was awful. So honestly, I honestly probably should put BAP up even a little higher. Yeah, I actually just talked myself into it. I'm going to put BAP up a little higher. I just talked myself into it. Where'd he go? Oh, here he is. I just talked myself into it. He theoretically should have been better. I just didn't see him playing that much because a lot of people are playing the new characters. And there's some other people in here I saw a lot of, even though I didn't think they were that strong. But I'll get there in a second. Brig, absolutely solid A. You have an Ana Brig. Playing against dive, you can run Kiri Brig if you want, even though I don't probably recommend it. Juno, even with Brig, wouldn't recommend it, but like it was working. She just kind of brawls everywhere. She's just like a good pick almost all the time. The only time she's not really that good is in like long poke maps, like your like circuits, your Junkertown, stuff like that. But even then, I feel like good Brig players still make it work. It's kind of insane. I don't know. Brig just like always has been good and has just never not been good. Even when it's not her meta, she's still decent. All right, there's no debate on this one, right? You guys aren't going to fight with me on this. In ranked, that's just an S tier, right? Alari's just a 4th DPS. Alari's just a 4th DPS. And so remember what I was saying before about how supports feel like they're just basically DPS characters in this game? DPS Light Plus. Alari is the perfect encapsulation of that. You just play DPS on the flank. You don't even have to flank actually that much. You're wrong. I'm glad for the sea of everyone saying you're right. There's at least one guy who says I'm wrong. I do feel better about that. Because otherwise I would have really thought I was in my own echo chamber. That said, yeah. Alari's just fucking busted. Anytime I played against a good Alari, I was fucking getting cooked. And then I played a little bit of Alari and actually did okay, but, you know, not the most mechanically intensive gamer over here. Jetpack Cat. Oh my god. Okay, all right, I gotta crash out for half a second. You motherfuckers are allergic to fun. This guy gets banned every fucking game, and I understand why. They're, oh my god, the tank kidnap. First off, he flies much slower with the tank kidnap, so it's only valuable on certain maps. Second off, High Noon is a little scary. I'll give you that. High Noon is a little busted. Outside of High Noon, I actually didn't think the cat was that fucking scary, especially after they nerfed him. They nerfed the cat, they nerfed her a couple weeks or a couple days into the season, and it's actually pretty fucking noticeable. They nerfed her. The Diva Bomb one, dude, the Diva Bomb one isn't even that scary. The Diva Bomb one is scary, but it's not that scary. High Noon is way scarier. Way fucking scarier. But the thing is, though, the cat, best way to play him is the same way you play Alari. You're playing DPS cat. You go around kill things. So when you have a cat on your team, you're already down at DPS. You're down or down at support. You're going. They're flying around going. You know, they're DPS cat. But that said, though, the cat is really fucking good. The cat was really strong. I don't know if I want to put the cat in S tier, but I kind of want to put the cat in S tier. I kind of want to. Even though I didn't think she was worth a perma ban, I actually think the cat is a little overrated. But She was banned every single game. And High Noom is fucking hysterical. So I'm going to put her in an S tier for now, but I actually don't think I'm going to keep her there. Next up, Juno. I actually saw a lot of Juno, but I wonder if that's because of the Hello Kitty collab. Because I didn't think Juno was that strong. Like, the ult takes forever to get up. And speed ring isn't that much better than Lucio's speed. I think she's all right. She's not bad. She's just all right. Juno is just a beloved hero at this point. I think that's what it is. Like, I think if Juno was like, I don't know, who's a hero that's not super beloved? Hazard. Like, if Juno was Hazard, I don't think we get any Juno play at all. You know? Like, nowhere. But I don't think she's bad. Anyway. Kiri's an easy S tier. See this? You play against a good Kiri, it's fucking lights out. They're flanking your backline. They're killing one of your supports. Can't kill them. Can't nail them down. They have Suzu every 6 seconds, it feels like. Kiri did get nerfed, though. Where her teleport doesn't no longer her cleanses stuff, which is kind of nice. For like, it's like a nice little nerf, but it didn't really feel like it did much. It didn't really do much at all. The only thing about Kiri is, like, how is her ult still like 10 seconds long, but like Mizuki ult's like 6 seconds? I don't get that. I don't understand that at all. Again, honestly, maybe it's the other ults need to come up to Kiri's level. Okay, like Kiri's just feels so much longer. Like, it's just, the fuck are we doing? Lifeweaver. This might be a scalding hot take, but I felt like Lifeweaver was actually pretty decent sometimes. I actually felt like he wasn't bad. I played against a couple Lifeweavers who actually made my life hell. They just don't fucking die. You need to play full dive against Lifeweaver and absolutely fuck his cheeks, but sometimes in rank, you just can't get that. You just can't get the full Lifeweaver or full experience. I can't put him any lower than like a B. I think there was times where I played against Lifeweavers who had just as much impact as a Juno, if not more. But I don't think better than Ana. But I think there were times where that motherfucker was scary. I gotta put some respect on his name. Lucio, easy S. I actually wish I played with more good Lucios. Lucio on Flashpoint might be the most broken thing I've ever seen. Lucio on Control is extremely strong. Lucio in general, if I had a Lucio player on my team that even had thumbs, I felt like I won every game. I feel like I won every game with a Lucio player who had thumbs on my team. It was impossible to lose. If I had a Lucio player that had thumbs, we won. Period. Every time. And it wasn't even close. And you know what the funny part is? Every time as I was winning or losing, the entire time all I heard was Caro, 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 beat. Caro, 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 beat. Caro, 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 beat. And I could tell they were coming. Like the fight would start and I'd be like, Caro, 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 beat. Caro, 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 beat. Caro, Caro, Caro. And like, here it comes. Like, he's coming in from somewhere. Look out. You know that fucker's coming in from somewhere. Look up. Mercy. Kind of shit. I didn't see a reason to play Mercy. Mercies were kind of. Sorry. There just didn't seem like a reason to play her. Even the damage boosted, even if you had like an insane Ashe player or an insane Sojourn player, it's like, why? You could just play something else and it'd be even better, you know? It's for the Mafia. I mean, like, listen, like the Mercy Mafia doesn't have the same pull they used to have. That said, though, I mean, if anything, this should be a good thing for you. Like saying, yeah, she feels kind of weak. You know what I mean? She just feels kind of bad. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's just no reason to play her. Even the res, the best part of her whole kit, the strongest part of her whole kit, a lot of times just you can't get it off. You're dead. You know, like the perk makes it so you get an extra 100 health after the res goes off, but like there's a lot of times if you get the res off, that's enough. Like if you get a tank res, right, and you die for it, that might be enough to win you the fight. Getting the extra health after is just like fucking, ooh, extra shit. But like the res getting off is the most important part. So it doesn't matter whether or not they're it. What the fuck is up with Overwatch streamers and tier lists? I haven't made one in over a year. Sock my balls, buddy. Okay? People have been begging for a tier list because I haven't played Overwatch in a long time. And I played for like 80 hours this week. Okay? This is for nostalgia! Alright, we're here for nostalgia! Okay? My bad! My bad! It's been a year since I last made one! Okay, my bad! Yo, what's up, Sojourn? Are you enjoying it? I actually had a lot of fun this week. I probably won't be grinding it, to be honest with you. I made a whole thing earlier. I probably have to like, I think Retro's probably making an actual video of it, but I did have fun this week, to say the least. Okay, Mizuki. Okay, Chad, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have to confess, I have a new hatred. It's Mizuki players. They're fucking butt cheeks. Mizuki players are butt cheeks. I hate having them on my team. And when I play against them, they always can hit their fucking snare. But if I got them on my team, they're fucking 1-9. Every goddamn time they're 1-9. Chat, you guys know the game. I got flamed. I got flamed by someone for playing Winston, and I'm like 9-2 on Numbani. I get their whole team literally packed up in a corner, and I'm getting flamed. When our Mizuki's 1-8, and I'm the one getting flamed. And that's it. That sealed it. Like that just like put the big old seal of approval. I'm sick of this shit. You know, that was it for me. That was my moment. That's my I'm done moment. I know people will probably learn how to play him with time, but he's just a shittier Lucio healing and a shittier Brig. He's got a nice snare. And the TP thing is cool. Like people are starting to understand that like you TP in with it, right? Like you use it and then you play aggressive and then you go back to your team, right? But I hate him. He does no healing. The snare is annoying. It's always on a tank. I'm sick of him. I'm fucking sick of him. That said though, I think he has good potential. His ult's just really short. His ult is really short, and his snare is actually really good. But I just don't think there's a reason to play him over some other characters right now. But he's got potential. I think he's definitely got potential, for sure. Why do you hate every hero I like? Wait, you're a Mizuki Mauga player? Oh, Jesus Christ. I got nothing for you. The hat thing just doesn't do a whole lot of healing, feels like. Yes? Oh, Jesus. Prayers. 07 in the chat for that guy. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I think with time he'll be better. Maybe some changes or whatnot, but he's got the potential. Just for me, just kind of not there. Moira. Like, why? Like, why would you play Moira right now? I don't see a reason. Like, not really useful. You just kind of run around in circles and... Like, you do a lot of... You're a big numbers farmer. You do big damage. You do big healing. But, like... You have nothing else to bring, you know? Like... And I feel like you have no burst healing. And, like, burst healing is the thing. Like, especially with the 30% now passive on DPS... Or, sorry, on healing reduction. Over time healing is even less valuable than it was before. Moira being over time healing... even if it's a lot, is even less valuable than before. Which wasn't a lot, which means it's absolute butt cheeks now. She has a burst perk, but it's not that great. I didn't even know she had a burst perk. I'm gonna be real with you. But even that's not enough. Even that's not enough. Oh, that's pretty bad. Wu Yang. Okay, Wu Yang I think is actually underrated as fucking ranked play. I was very surprised more people weren't playing that guy. Like, genuinely surprised more people weren't playing that guy. I thought he was very strong. Like, when I had a good Wu Yang player or played against a really good Wu Yang player, they actually really knew how to turn the tide of battle. The, like, Tracer Wu Yang bubble thing was disgusting. Like, when I started seeing that for the first time, I literally started to shit my pants. That is a gross combo. You Wu Yang ult your Tracer blinks up to them and just goes like, how you doing? And then they fall over, and then you pulse bombs and they just explode. Like, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, it's just there's no counterplay. You're just dead. Like, instantly, just good night. You know, like what do you do to that? I think more people in ranked probably don't play him though, because dive is really strong and he's a little bit weak into dive, and you don't have the right characters, so it's just like night. Last but not least, Zen. Zen has one thing and one thing only, and he's just really good at making tank players fucking want to fall off a cliff IRL and hit every single rock on the way down. And I fucking hate that. That said, though, I don't think he's insane. You guys all think Zen is S tier? You're trolling. You guys are legitimately trolling. You guys aren't... Guys, I'm in actual awe that you guys were... I hate that fucker. I hate dealing with him with a passion. Putting him in S tier or even A tier, I feel like, is kind of a crime. I think B tier is very fair. I think B tier is extremely fair. Look who's strong right now. Domina, Zarya, Sigma, Diva, Winston. What does he do against any of these fuckers? Ass gets eaten, ass gets run over, ass gets poked, ass gets eaten, ass gets eaten. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I think if, like, you have, like, Ryan, Orisa, hell, maybe even Queen, probably less Queen, though. Hazard, Mauga, like, being Hog, Ram being meta, he might be cooking their asses up. But in the current one, I don't know about that. I do think he's really strong, though. I just don't think he's not as other things are. That said, though, that's my list. Chat, first off, get your bitch ass back to the beginning. Get your bitch ass back to the beginning. Stop skipping to the end. You missed all the nuance. There's a lot of nuance in here. Get your bitch ass back there. Second off, remember, chat, I have not grinded a lot of Overwatch the last year. The last time I hardcore grinded was after Stadium came out for about 2 months. This is mostly a nostalgia trip, mostly for fun, mostly my own experience over the last 80, 85 hours of the last week of grinding. So much grinding that I actually just about completed my battle pass. Hang on, I want to see if I can show it really quick. I just about completed my battle pass. I grinded so hard this week. And while I'm loading it back up to show you guys, I did have a lot of fun this week. I did have a lot of fun. And I know it's probably not going to be perfect, and I know it's not going to be probably meta, and I know that like high level rank / pro play probably looks very, very different than what I was experiencing, but it also probably looks very different versus the average player's experience too, in like the metal ranks. So I understand there's a lot there, but yeah, I played enough this week, and today is Monday at 3 o'clock on the 16th, President's Day. I just about finished my entire battle pass just from playing this week, so that's how much I've played. But there you go. There is my Overwatch Season 1 tier list. Let me unmute alerts. Okay. Cool. All right. There's a lot of subs in there. If I appreciate... Hey, listen, guys. I appreciate you guys' subs. If I miss in your bits, donos, anything like that, I hope you guys know I genuinely do appreciate you. I apologize for missing it. That was never my intention. There's so many things happening today. So, I always turn it off. But, yeah. So, Cool. That said, though, I do need a bit more water because I drank a lot of water during that. My lips are very chapped today, so I'm gonna get some water and some chapstick as well. And then after that, it might be time for Rivals. It might be time to go check on Rivals. So, yeah. If you enjoyed this part of the stream, make sure the follow button if you haven't already. Helps me out a ton. And I'm gonna run downstairs and do that stuff. What'd you say? Did you hit 9,500 subs yesterday? Why did it drop back down on the 8Ks? Well, the way subs work is they ebb and flow as the month goes on. So like, that means this time last month I got a bunch of subs, and so those expire because they're like gifted subs and stuff like that. That's always how it goes. Okay, I'll be right back. BRB. You see him? No way you're hiding off in the corner. Hi, Wug.
So when are we gonna tell Flats about his imaginary dog?
Hi, Wog. Hi, buddy. You want to come up? Want to come up? Oh, who's a good boy? He's a good boy. You want to tweet? Say hi to chat. Oh, who's a good boy? Yes, you are. Want to say hi to chat here? Over here? Over here? Right here? Oh, big yawn. Thank you for sneezing. Give him one more. Right here, you see it? Good boy. He's a good boy. Yes, you are. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. One more? Yes, you're such a good boy. I can't give you too much, though. You've been getting kind of fat. We give you too many tweets. You're going to be rolling in here soon. I know. I know. You want to say hi to chat, though, right here? Sniff? Right here? Okay, one more, and then I'm actually putting it away. One more, and then I'm actually putting it away. Chat, he's got like 19 wrinkle rolls. Right here? Good boy. Good boy. You got. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the kisses. Oh, thank you for the kisses. Yes, you're such a cute boy. You're such a cute little boy. Oh, thank you for the sneeze. Oh, big yawn. Were you enjoying your nap downstairs with Mama? You were napping in your little puggy bed? Yeah? He was napping in his little puggy bed? Those who don't know, he has a pug bed downstairs in the kitchen that's on top of a heater vent. So it's like a little heated bed for him. He literally lays there and doesn't move. He refuses to move like half the day. No more. You already got your snack. I know, it's like a crime to say no. But you already got your snack. I'm sorry. That's it for today. Now I gotta stream, okay? I gotta stream. Why are you looking at me like that? Like I wronged you. He's so mad. He's like I've wronged him for not giving him more treaties. So cactus. Also, Soup, thank you for the bits, by the way. My imaginary dog, yeah. He was hiding in the corner out there. Yeah. And you've already got, I gave you 4 pieces. That's more than enough. He's staring at them. Okay, one more piece of kibble, because it's kibble, so luckily it's not like a treat. One more. 5 gifted for more? I'll do one more for 5 gifted. Sure. Because it's a piece of kibble, so fine. Oh, he's so cute. Yes, he is. Okay, I'll give you one more because chat gave you one, okay? Anity with the 20 gifted. Hello? Luckily, it's kibble, so it's not like it's treats of stuff. Okay, I'll give him a couple more because it's kibble. The treats, though, we gotta keep them very limited, but kibble is okay. Ready? Good boy. Good boy. That's from chat. One more. One more because they gave you 20 gifted. Here you go. But it's kibble. He doesn't know that, though. For those who don't know, what I do is I shake his bag of treats, and then I swap it out with kibble. So he doesn't know the difference. He thinks he's getting a treat, but he's really just getting his normal dog food. So he's not gonna be... He's not upset about it. No more. Okay, no more. No more. That's it. No more. Okay? I know. Don't pull away from me because you're not getting any more. You leaned in and I put it away and you went, no. Okay, I'm gonna let you down, okay? I love you. And you only love food, I know that. Can't put you down now. Ugh. Be a good boy. God, he's shedding everywhere. It's literally all over. I'm covered in Gus. You know, good boy. Be a good boy, okay? Alright. Alright, here's the deal. Here's the deal, chat. I said I was gonna do it before. I still plan on it. So I appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you hit the follow button if you haven't already. Helps me out a ton. But I'm actually going to swap over to Rivals to check out the new Rivals season. At least for a little bit, see how it is. I don't know if I'm actually gonna like it that much, but well, I said I would at least give it a shot today, so that's what I plan on doing. That said, I'm gonna end YouTube stream and I'm gonna end TikTok stream. YouTube because YouTube doesn't like being doesn't like different games in the same VOD. TikTok, because I'm obviously going into a different game. So I will be back up in like 2 minutes, both TikTok and YouTube. But I will be down at least for a couple minutes while I do that. Okay. Also, if you're extra interested, if Rivals isn't that enjoyable, I'm actually going to probably swap to Quarantine Zone. So if you want to come back here for Quarantine Zone later, then yeah, I'll catch you then. All right, YouTube, I'll catch you in a few minutes.